The Gators will kick this away to get us going here. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. It's a quarterback keeper. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the back.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Caught near the sideline. It's Williams.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Completion sets up a 2nd down play. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That is a dream start for the offense, but what an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
Point after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out, the fun and gun, and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
And it is awfully tough on a defense when a quarterback's able to move outside of the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for those open targets. You don't know whether to attack him and try to bring him down or to stay back and defend the pass.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. Starting to wonder about this running game right now. If on 3rd and short you decide to throw for it, maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
So they'll spot the ball near the 15-yard line.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Handoff from the shotgun.
Why did he stop?
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Grab down the middle. It's Miller. Run down, but broke the tackle. It's a solid gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
We'll give it to the running back. Gets into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
6th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Catch made on the out route. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Using his legs, it's Miller. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver.
Danny.
Intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 20. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
It's not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Second down and goal upcoming. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal.
Damn it.
Right in the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown.
I believe. I see that.
We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. A big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line.
Jesus,
Offense coming back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Milroe. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Finding some room with the 25. Force out of balance, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down and goal. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Touchdown, Alabama. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff will be returned. And the returner is brought down. The Gators offense retakes the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about it, over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quinnen Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Oh, no. What?
They bring him down.
That was so nuts, bro.
Explosive play through this offense through the air. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. To throw, it's Lagway. Here's the throw deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looks like he's going to run it. So the ball at midfield. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down.
Good throw. Good throw. Good throw.
Catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout the summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, and him the ball.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back.
Oh!
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man.
Out of bounds. No, no.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
That's me. That's me.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And that's a solid
music,
return after the interception.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Looking to scramble now. Breaking free at the 35. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to pass. It's Milroe. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage. It looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Screen to the receiver in the flat. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
No!
Complete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but you're so far behind the chains, it really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And that one is no good.
Oh, that was good.
After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. And that will do it for the first half here.
What's that throw?
Now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch.
Lineman's going to feel so.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking downfield. It's Lagway.
Oh, how did he get that off?
That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab.
That's a great catch.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the Gators will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. With the return, it's Adams. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Okay.
Finds his man. It's Haynes. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Well, the running back at that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Milroe.
Oh, good shit, boy.
He's got
Good
some
shit, boy.
blockers here. At the 10 now.
Good shit, good shit, good shit, good shit, good shit, good shit, good shit.
Touchdown, Florida.
I give you that one. I give you that one.
A defensive
I threw the time in that one. I threw the button down.
Well, you only
That's
get a
two
handful of
points
those
that he
in
should
an
have
entire
got.
season.
That's
To be able
two.
to come up with that in this game to tie the game is just
That is
big
two
time by this
bullshit
defense, and it gets
passes.
it right back where they need to be.
Only it's a ball game because there were two picks, fellas. It's on me.
And ties the
It's
score
on me.
here in the third period.
Only reason.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Going up and down the field, fellas. It's on me. It's on me.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line.
It's two. I apologize, King. That's me.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Nice grab. It's Williams. And the game just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
To throw, it's Milroe. He's going for a big play downfield.
Bro, how in the hell Shamar James running with Ryan Williams, bro?
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way
Come
too
on.
loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
That is craziness.
That play makes it second and
What
10.
world that is happening, bro?
They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. That's caught. It's Williams. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy is having some kind of day. That's another catch for him. And this time out of the slot, he picks up the first down.
On first and 10, looking to throw.
No person.
Incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete. So it's second down and 10. Looking for some space. It's Miller. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters,
outside,
try
Banks,
to take some
outside,
shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Oh,
What's
wow.
the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Milroe.
Ooh.
That's going to be
They passed out pretty good that
A lot of
time.
contact, no flag, brings up third down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he'll drop back here on third down.
Bro, that's bullshit.
I like the call.
That's bullshit, man. He gonna run into him.
Almost works, but you've got
Go
to
run into him.
pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
That's
And
crazy.
it's good. And
He
they
go right
jump
into his
back
own
in
guy.
front.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
I'm kidding.
Quick catch.
Ow.
You make the stop, but not before a solid
Oh
game.
my God.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. So it's incomplete. Pass caught, but they roll him out of bounds.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to
No
create.
way, bro.
He pulls it in for a big gain. They
Oh
bring
my
him
God.
down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And there's the handoff. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Gators are going to cash in this red zone trip. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Tries the
What?
with a
I'm being covered.
touchdown, Gators. They
Oh,
jump
my
in
God.
front here in the fourth.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
DT up and good. The
Right.
lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. On the run,
Oh my God, bro. What kind of throw was that?
Not much after the catch, but it is
What the
good enough for a
fuck is
first
going
down.
on?
A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did,
What the
it
fuck is
works.
going
Move the sticks.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Law. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Dropping back. It's Milroe. Finds an open target on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Running back with the football. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on third down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the fourth quarter.
He hands it to the back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Crucial moment late in the game. Third and inches. Which side can impose their will? And they'll give it to the back. Running through the tackle. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Pass caught, can he get in? Touchdown, tie. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
I think the quarterback does a great job of looking through all of his progressions. Nobody's there. He finds the back out of the backfield. Nobody picks him up. He's able to catch the ball and then find his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
One kick,
That one
one
will
stop,
bounce
one
out of the
stop,
back of the
one
end zone.
stop.
So a touchback will start the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Running out of time in the pocket.
Oh my
Looks left
God.
and finds his target there.
This is
And a
sad,
huge
man.
collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Defense is coming after
Thank
him.
you.
That's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Can the quarterback come through under pressure? Down a score late here in the 4th. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
Thank you. Finally.
Taken down, the defense
Finally,
rises up
bro.
with a sack at a crucial moment.
What was the quarterback thinking here? There's just absolutely no way you can take a sack in this situation. And now it's 4th down.
4th down, he's throwing for it. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter, game on the line, and then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not, and that to me is probably the ball game.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to take off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Damn it.
Timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. No problem, knocks it right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Pressure is coming. They've got him after a 7-yard gain. So 2nd and 3. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. To throw, it's Lagway.
Oh my God!
There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
4th down now, and defensively, you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. The pass rush closing in.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Here's that defense shifting again. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Final minutes here.
What the fuck?
The catch is made for a...
Don't do that, bro. That was bullshit. Don't act like that, bro. Fucking bullshit. Don't do that. I got everybody playing back over the knee, bro. Don't do that. That was fucking bullshit.
Gives him the lead and potentially the victory.
The BAT is up and good. They take a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. To the air, it's Milroe. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near